I'm happy for you to go ahead. Today we've got the lovely Mohammed, who's going to take us through his gorgeous Maldives property. So if you'd like to go ahead, Mohammed, I'll hand over to you.
Sure. Thank you so much, Angela. Good afternoon, everyone. So this is Shihab here. So I'm looking after Siyam Olhuveli, Maldives, as the Director of Sales and Marketing. Yeah, so I've got the presentation of Olhuveli for you, but I would also want to give a little impression of the whole brand before we move forward. Yeah. So as you may have known, Siyam as a brand has got 5 properties in Maldives, out of which one is opening up in October this year, which is Siyam World. Apart from Siyam World, we have got 4 other properties in Maldives. That is Siyam Irufushi, we have got Siyam Olhuveli, we've got Willow Reef, and then we have our property, which is Siyam Olhuveli. So this property is the only property which is close to Malé Airport, by which I mean you can reach this resort in 40 minutes precisely by a speedboat. This property has got at present 327 rooms in offer, and by end of this year we will have 430 rooms to offer. Yeah, and a little bit of history of this property before we move ahead with the slides, and I do have a video presentation for you to get a feel of the whole property. I want to give you a little history of this property so that you know what this property is all about from the very beginning when it started. This property is close to 42 years old, to be honest, but it was with a Japanese management to start with years ago, and with Olhuveli, we are only 29 years old. Okay, that's a little history of this property, and one of the biggest highlight of this property is we have got 3 islands connected in one. So you've got Olhuveli main island, you've got Dream Island, and then you will see Romance Island coming up also in October this year. So let me give you a little feel of our property through a video presentation. Enjoy. So I hope you all like the property. Yeah, so I also would want you all to visit our property to see it in person and understand what it has in offer for our guests. Yeah. So I believe you all may see my screen now, where we have got the speedboat and transport information for you, and also, of course, our island map. So Nev, as I mentioned earlier at the start of this presentation, our property is at a close proximity of Malé International Airport, by which I mean you can reach our resort within 35 to 45 minutes. I would say precisely 40 minutes is what it takes for you to reach our resort from the airport. We are in South Malé Atoll, for your information. And if you look at the island on the right-hand side of the screen, as I was saying earlier, we have got 3 islands connected in one. Place where I'm hovering my cursor, this is our main island area. Yeah, and then we have top left, our Dream Island, top right is our Romance Island. Okay, so to understand how it operates, here where I'm running my cursor again, the jetty is where you would be coming into the resort. Yeah, this is our main jetty area. The speedboat would be used too. And one of the highlights at this spot already is our Manta Point. Okay, Here, Mantas will visit you every night at 10:30 p.m. We don't pay them for it. They just come on their own because they're so used to this property. So the guest loves this experience because most of the resorts, when you will have to see mantas, you have to pay for those visits. But at Olhuveli, you don't have to do that. Even the dive center is just by the main jetty, and also our house reef is just by the main jetty. Okay, this is, I would say, one of the few highlights what we have on our property. And if I go further, this is our main area where you have the reception, where you have our main restaurant, which is Sunset, one of the buffet restaurant, when you walk down the aisle of our main jetty. And with regards to different room categories, we have got 12 different room categories, I would say 14, including Romance Island, spread over 3 different islands. So to start with, our leading category is all in here, our deluxe rooms, which you may have known. It is in a block shape. I will show you in the next slides how it looks like. And then we have our grand beach villas, which were newly built. And of course, we've got grand beach villa with pool. And then we have got grand beach suite with pool. We have got grand water villa with pool. Also on main island, you've got few water villas, which were there years ago as well, which is jacuzzi water villa, sunset jacuzzi water villa. Plus, we also got deluxe water villa. So a lot of inventory to offer and different experiences for your guest in regards to our room inventory. When it comes to Romance Island, what is happening is it's furthermore interesting. Dream Island was opened only 3 years ago. Romance Island will be opening in October, as I said even earlier. But this island is going to change the whole concept of Olhuveli. Here, we will have access to only adults. No children will be allowed on Romance Island. And we are going to have 100 units in total on this part of the island that combines water villas with pool and beach villas with pool. We call them as romantic beach villas and romantic beach villa with pool and romantic water villa with pool. This particular island will also have restaurant, will also have bar, fitness center, spa, everything that is required for a guest to experience their stay. So Nav, let me go further to our next slide. So as I was saying in the previous slide, we will have tons of units to offer. In total, by end of this year, we will be having 426 units that combines, it's a combination of 178 water villas, 246 beach villas. We also have 2 units of 2-bedroom villa. One is over the water and the other one is on land, which is our presidential water suite, and then 2-bedroom beach suite. When it comes to F&B outlets, we'll be having 15 outlets to offer or choose from. That includes our buffet restaurants, a la carte restaurants, of course, 6 bars, and also our island pizza. Okay. Just few highlights of our property. One of the biggest highlights is, of course, it's in close proximity of Male, reachable within 45 minutes by speedboat. Manta Ray Point I've already highlighted to you. And one of the good things about all Siyam properties, not just Olhuveli for your information, is that every resort of Siyam has got beach access around the island, which means wherever you go around the island, you will find the beach and you can swim, which is not very common in most of the resorts in Maldives. So this is what stands us out even from other properties. And then we call it as value for money. So with Olhuveli as a property with 4-star luxury, we have a room for every budget clientele. And then the experiences what they get is breathtaking because you've got lots of space, lots of activities, lots of room to go around, even if you're staying for a week or 2 on our property. We've got 3 pools as of now, but we're going to add 1 more pool at our Romance Island. So in total, by end of this year, we will have 4 different pools, out of which 1 pool is our infinity pool, which is again only for adults access at our Doni Bar. And I will also give you information on our all-inclusive program by end of this presentation. So now heading towards the accommodation. This is our leading category, which I was mentioning at the beginning again. Deluxe room, you've got 100 units of this. It's in a block shape. You You see where I'm running my cursor? We've got 2 rooms at the bottom and 2 rooms on top. They measure 50 square meter in size. We only accommodate 2 adults and 1 child in this particular room category. And we don't entertain any of our agents to accommodate or sell this particular category as 2 adults and 2 children as occupants because of the size. You will see it in my next screen. This is just the outdoor view of the villa. Yeah, if you see here, the space is pretty limited, right? That's why we don't really entertain to have 2 adults and 2 kids. But one of the good things about this particular villa is the access to the beach and the ocean. It's beautiful when you are just sitting by the deck. So it's a very good room for you to stay at a resort in Maldives, which is very affordable. Okay. And this particular sofa bed is turned into, I would say, a night bed for the kid when they're sharing with their parents. The next category, what we have in line is our grand beach villas. One of the things which I would like to highlight and ask you to take note of is all categories that are labeled prefix grand are new, or would say newly added to our inventory, which was just 3 years ago, together with our Dream Island. Yeah, so Grand Beach Villas are located on our main island. We have got 47 units of this, 80 square meter in size. Here, because of the spacious, I would say, nature of this particular villa, we can accommodate 2 adults and 2 child, or even 3 adults. It's a beautiful setup. It gives you a very warm feeling when you are within the villa. And every villa of ours has got a bathtub in it if there is no pool, except for the deluxe room. That's how it looks from inside out. One of the other thing about this property is also a privacy note care, because we have known in the past that most of the guests who come to Maldives are looking for privacy. So if you look at the screen of this villa, even we have got a privacy wall in between these villas, which makes it very private for the guests to have their holiday with us. Now, when it comes to Grand Beach Villa with pool, it is the same kind of architecture. The only difference is the extension of pool on the deck outside. As you could see it on the screen now, the size of this villa is a bit bigger compared to Grand Beach Villa, which is 91 square meter in size, compared to Grand Beach Villa, which was 80 square meter. Occupants are the same also in this villa, 2 adults and 2 children, or 3 adults. Again, a very big highlight on the beach, what we have around the island, which is not very common in most of the resorts which are close to Maldives. Yeah, and definitely the privacy screen in between all the villas is the biggest highlight for us. The greenery that you see is not the same as you would see on the screen now. We are getting our new images. So definitely I will share the new presentation with you all once I have new images of our villas. It's a beautiful view, right? Right from your deck of the Grand Beach Villa with pool. The next in line is our Grand Beach Suite with pool. This particular category is again the same, I would say, compared to Grand Beach Villa and Grand Beach Villa with pool. The major difference between the previous 2 categories and this one is the living area, the living space. Yeah. So this is what makes it different from the other 2 categories. And definitely the size is bigger compared to the previous 2, which is 101 square meter. Here, we don't mind accommodating 2 adults and 3 kids, or even 4 adults because of the space. It's one of the highest selling category what we have within our inventory. We only have 18 units of this particular category. The pool size is also huge, I would say bigger compared to the previous room category, what I've shown it to you. Even inside, it's a bit bigger, of course, compared to the previous room categories. And lovely space, what we have on our Grand Beach Suite with pool as well. Again, a very big highlight on the privacy screens, greenery, and of course the beach and our lagoon space. Then the leading category, what we have on the water villa section is our deluxe water villas, right? In this, I would say the number of units are limited. We only have 20 over deluxe water villas, and the size is a bit smaller compared to all the other water villas. But again, we wanted to give something for every budget clientele, yeah? So it measures 64 square meter. And again, here, the same as what we do for deluxe room, we don't accommodate or entertain 2 adults and 2 kids. We only accommodate 2 adults and 1 child or 3 adults. But again, it's a very nicely done villa. And it gives you a olden Maldives feel when you're at this villa. Then we have got our jacuzzi water villas. Yeah, this is a bit bigger compared to deluxe water villa, 82 square meter in size. Again, we don't want to entertain 2 adults and 2 kids. We only accommodate 2 adults and 1 child because of the space. But look and feel is really good because of the location of these villas. We have a bathtub in the bathroom for all these jacuzzis, and then also a jacuzzi right by the deck. Very beautiful lagoon access from these villas. So then I've got a Grand Water Villa, one of the newest category that was added up to our inventory. We've got 52 units of this. Size is a bit bigger, of course, 100 square meter, 2 adults and 2 kids, or we can accommodate 3 adults. But then this particular water villa category is always high in demand because of the location. It's in our dream island. Beautiful deck, and then of course, amazing view of the ocean from your room. Then we've got Sunset Jacuzzi Water Villa. Here again, we have more or less the same texture of Jacuzzi Water Villa, which I had shown to you before. The major difference is the view. These villas are giving you a sunset view. The look and feel of this particular villa is also the same as Jacuzzi Water Villas. Then we have got Grand Water Villa with pool. This is again the same as what I had mentioned, Grand Water Villa. The only difference is, of course, the pool, which is right outside on the deck of the guest. That's what I'm talking about. So on the deck, you have an extension of a pool for a Grand Water Villa with pool category. Now again, this category on our water villa section is always high in demand. Even on our website, it is one of the highest selling category. So if you have any requests, please do block it in advance so that you don't lose this room. In terms of size, it's 112 square meter. It's quite spacious. We can accommodate 2 adults or 2 kids, or also even 3 adults if need be. Beautiful lagoon space what we have on the island, one of the biggest highlight. And then we have Prestige Jacuzzi Water Villas. We only have 5 units of this, which is just by the Jacuzzi Water Villas or these are the Jacuzzi Water Villas on the same deck. This is part of our main island. Huge in size, 123 square meter. In here as well, we don't accommodate 2 occupants, 2 adults and 2 kids only. But if we have special requests, we can accommodate 2 adults and 3 children, or even 3 adults and 1 child, just because of the size of the villa. In here, you also have a living space, which makes it more bigger compared to the other villas. And of course, the view makes a big difference from these villas as well. Then the highest category on our water section is residential water suite. We only have 1 unit of this, 270 square meter in size. It has 2 bedrooms. 1 bedroom is with twin bed, as what you see on this image as well. It is queen size 2 twin beds. And then we have our master bed with a king size bed. It also has a huge deck space outside, a huge pool for you to explore. And definitely when we have low tide, you have your own part of beach even outside this villa. When it is high tide, you have your own lagoon space. Here we can accommodate 6 adults to maximum. And if it is with kids, then we can accommodate 4 adults and 2 children. Here is where I've got the stills, or I would say the renderings from our romantic beach villa with pool, or I should say from our romance island, because we are still in the process of doing our finishing works at this particular part of the island. But I've got some images for you so that you can get a feel of how it would look like once it is finished. So as you see on the screen, the bed are in a shape of round. It has a screen right around it, and it's very cozy. So when it comes to our romantic beach villas or even water villas, what we have thought of giving to the guest is a cozy nature and a cozy feeling within the villa. So this is what we have wanted, and this is what they will get. The room size is quite big. I would say it's not big, it's not small, 91 square meter in size, quite spacious, but very well designed. Every villa on the romance island has got a private pool. Yeah. So when you compare beach villa and water villa at our romance island, the size is a bit bigger when it comes to water villas, which is 112 square meter compared to 91 square meter on the beach. I'll just take you to our restaurant and bar section. We have got 9 dining venues, as I was mentioning, even in total 15 outlets to choose from. That includes our teppanyaki and l'amour that will come in our romance island. So to start with, we have our buffet restaurant called Sunset, which is by the main jetty of our main island. This is where we serve our breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all our guests. And this is part of your full board all-inclusive meal plan that you would pay for. It's a very nice location because it's right by the lagoon and it's over the water. And then we have got our Malafai restaurant. This restaurant is based on our Dream Island, another buffet restaurant, what we have got. So the reason why we have done this is because the guests who would be staying on Dream Island, they don't need to go to Sunset, our restaurant, which is at Main Island. It's a big walk or even a big, let's say, time-consuming session. So that's why we have this restaurant for the guests who are living in Dream Island. Part of your full board all-inclusive meal plan as well. Nicely set up and nicely designed restaurant for you to indulge in. Then we've got our a la carte restaurants as of now. We've got 3. So one of those is Maghrib Grill. It is also located on Dream Island, specialized in seafood and grill. People love the atmosphere because it's half open, half closed. You can easily sit by the beach, looking at the ocean and enjoy your food. So if you may have known and seen on the contract, we do have 50% discount for all the guests who are staying on full board all inclusive that they can use if they go and dine at the a la carte restaurants. Then we've got Namaste. This particular outlet is specialized in Indian cuisine. It is right by the, I would say, main jetty area as well. But then it has a very nice view of the ocean when you're sitting down for your dinner. We don't open this for lunch. It is only open for dinner. But Maghrib restaurant, which I showed you before, is also open for lunch. So in this particular outlet, we have got separate gazebos. Gazebo is what I call it, or huts you may call it. It's a very exclusive kind of setup. We do set up, let's say, tables and chair on the beach as well for the guests who would come down as a group. But for our exclusive experience, we have these kind of gazebos for them to dine in. And then third one on the list of a la carte restaurants, what we have for now is our Siyam Orchid, specialized in Thai cuisine. It's again over water restaurant for the guests to really enjoy the view when they are dining in here. So just to repeat again, on the Electric restaurants, the guests who are booked on full board, all inclusive, they get 50% discount. And then we have an addition to our outlets, which is Island Pizza. It is made or done by thinking that definitely not every guest would want to have a buffet restaurant, let's say experience for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we have this outlet as well available right by our Sunrise pool, where the guests can just go during the day and then have some pizza, some sandwiches, some salads, what they wish to have, but against the charge. Then when it comes to our bars, as I was saying, we've got five bars. I would say that includes our Romance Island, and there will be a new addition of a bar which is called Sky Bar at our Romance Island as well. So we will have in total 6 bars to offer. Lagoon Bar, Sunrise, and Doni Bar are at our main island. Doni Bar is our infinity pool bar, and then Dream Island is at our Dream Island. I mean, Dream Bar is our Dream Island bar, also with the pool. Apart from all these outlets which I've just shown it to you, we do have destination dining options. If the guests would like to indulge in some exclusive experiences, definitely we can do those for them. We can craft those experiences for them on our island. So you name it, if it's gonna be a proposal, a very nice beach dinner, we do loads of different kinds dinner options for the guests to make them feel special on our property. And then not to miss, kids are also very important. And I would say Olhuveli is always known as a family resort. So we have this offer in place, which is child-free offer. Kids below 14.99, I would say 2 kids below 14.99 stays, dine, and also transfer is free for them. You know, sharing with their adults or with their parents. They only have to pay for the green tax. It's a very good highlight. At times when we have special requests, because I know South African market, you do have 3 kids, I would say with 2 adults and 3 kids. So in such cases, we can also accommodate, but we don't want to promote any of our category where we can accommodate 2 adults and 3 kids, except for the 2 bedroom. So at our kids club, we take kids from the age of 3 to 12, and then it's open from 9 in the morning until 6 in the evening. We do have a kids pool at this place. Also some slides and some activities are organized for kids to make them occupied at our kids club. All right, it's a big property, so there's lots more for you to experience, but I'm gonna cover it up on this slide when it comes to experiences and entertainment. In short, we have got a weekly entertainment program, which will give you Maldivian night, which will give you a party. We have got crab race, we have got live band, we've got DJ nights, karaoke nights. Yeah, loads of entertainments are crafted again on a weekly note. Plus, we do have 2 spots on the island. One is on land, one is over the water. That gives you 8 treatment rooms in each for the guests to make use of. We've got lots of excursions and water sports facilities as well available on our property. Water sports includes flyboard, it includes your kayak, your windsurfing, kite surfing, wakeboarding, you name it, we have it. Also jet skis, catamaran sailing, everything what you think of doing in Maldives, we have it. Yeah? And then also our diving center, we have got 40 dive sites in a close proximity of 20 minutes or 25 minutes from our main jetty. You know, we do weddings on our property, so if there are any such requests, do let us know. 2 tennis courts, one is on our main island, the other one is at our Dream Island. We've got table tennis, we have got even indoor games for the guests, plus not to miss also a volleyball court. Last but not the least, on the list, I've got also our my section, by which I mean we have a conference hall which can accommodate 250 guests in a theater style setup. You know, we've done multiple events on this property. One of the good reason is we are located very close to Malé, so it becomes easy and cost effective with speedboat transfer for groups to come over. You know. So recently also we have done a group of 250 packs. We have done a group of 150 packs. It's easy for us to accommodate.
Mohammed, are you there?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
there we go. Okay, the sound disappeared, I think, on the video. That was
Oh, really?
amazing. Yeah, no problem. That was amazing and sure. What
Thank you
a
so
beautiful
much.
resort. I see there's quite a lot of questions. There's
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
a few questions in the chat box for you, Mohammed.
Bros, I'm seeing those
If you
now.
want to maybe answer them.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
see
Do you want to answer some?
Kalinan says stunning. So thank you, Kalinan. Does the resort cater for strictly vegan diet? Yes, Lehman, we do cater for the guests who are on a strict diet. All that we request is that we need to know in advance on the dietary requirements, and we'll be happy to do so. One best example for you on the Asian side is you may have heard there are guests who are Jain, very specific on these kind of diets. So we do cater these kind of guests. So we are happy to do so. You know, just let us know in advance. And who do I have? Oh, it's about the guests need to sign indemnity for kids staying in overwater accommodation. Oh, yes. At the time of check-in, we do have a form that we give it to the guest to sign off because, again, safety and security is most important. So we do that right at the check-in time. Okay. So all-inclusive meal. It starts from the time you have checked in until you check out, which is 12 p.m. on your checkout day. Okay. Um, all right. Then I have a question on which restaurants are part of all-inclusive. All right. Even if you're staying on full board or all-inclusive, you get to eat 3 meals a day, which is breakfast, lunch, dinner at our buffet restaurant. And when it comes to a la carte, you still get 50% discount on food menu. Yeah. When it comes to beverages, all our outlets has got menus with asterisk marks, which is, I would say, giving you the impression of what is included in your all-inclusive drinks and what is not. I will show you the all-inclusive plan or information right after I've answered all the queries on this chat box. Approximate cost for COVID test, it is $60 per person as of now. I think it was 120 when we started, but now we have brought it down to $60 per person. Nadeem Williams, how many disabled friendly suites do you have? I think, if I'm not mistaken, we don't really have a specific villa which is designed for disabled guests, but most of the areas on our property is accessible because it is by the jetty, or I would say by the deck, especially water villas. But when it comes to beach, it could be a bit difficult. We don't have a ramp that is done especially for disabled guests. But definitely water villas is very easy to access. All water villas, I would say. Even in the bathrooms, we have got those handrails available. Do you offer halal meals? Yes. Maldives is an Islamic country. So, of course, we do have halal meals. You know? And so far, if I'm mistaken, We haven't started serving pork yet, but I think in future we will do, because all the other sister properties, they do serve it. Okay.
Perfect. That looks like you've answered all those questions. Does anybody have anything more? No, nice interactive questions for you there.
I know. I just went like a rampage. So Angela, I think the last thing I need to share, I want to share the all-inclusive or meal plan information so
Perfect.
they understand it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Give me a minute. Can you make me the host again, please?
I think you are still host. I haven't taken it back, so you should be able to share screen.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Let me.
I have another question, Balfan, Amir, how many kilometers from the town? If I'm not mistaken, it's 35 to 40 kilometers from the town. Let me see. Yeah, it's 35 kilometers to be precise.
You should still be here.
No, it's not. Wait.
I want to share. Unless you put it into the chat box. I don't know. Let me just try again. Sorry, I didn't.
The chat, even the chat is disabled for me. Sorry, I think you don't like me more.
I don't know why it's not working.
That's all right. But you know what? Let me just highlight on what's included in full board and all-inclusive meal plan in a nutshell, so that I don't go in detail. But you may share the document with all the agents or all the partners who are on this call now. So the major element or the difference between full board and all-inclusive is, of course, the beverages. So for full board guests, they get breakfast, lunch, and dinner in our buffet restaurant. But to again create more attractiveness on the full board package, we have included water, which was chargeable earlier in buffet restaurants. So the guests who will be dining at buffet restaurants will also get water for free. On top of that, we do have a $50 spa credit for the guests who are on full board, which they can use. It's $50 spa credit per person per stay. Yeah, that's what we have for full board for NAV. And sorry, then
I'm the host. Speech. Yeah, sorry. Yes, you're the host.
One second. You see my screen? Angela, can you see my screen?
Sorry, yes, I can see your screen.
Can you? Angela, can you see my screen? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see your screen.
Okay, lovely. So what I was saying is about full board just a while ago. So when you're having your meal plan or your reservation on full board, you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner at our buffet restaurants, right? Plus, I was mentioning about the spa credit, which is right here, $50 per adult per stay. And then we are also offering now free water, which was not there before. So we are saying you will also get this water serving at buffet restaurants during meal times. And on top of that, you also get to have, I would say, discount on our a la carte restaurants. Yeah. So here I'm saying 40% because this is effective from 1st of November onwards. At present, until October 31st, 2021, we have got 50% discount on our a la carte restaurants. Yeah, for the guest one full board. When it comes to all inclusive, in addition to what you will have being on full board, you get, let's say, beverage selection. So we have got beers, we have got different kinds of beverages, unlimited, that is available for you from morning till midnight, I would say from 10 until 12 at night in all the outlets that we have on property. Yeah. Also, you will get minibar, which is stocked, I would say, replenished once every day. But we have limited this minibar with soft drinks and beer canned. You also get to have non-motorized water sports. And then also you get to have one excursion out of two. For now, we have got snorkeling safari and then, of course, local island experience. So one of them you can choose. And very soon, what we are doing from the next season is, instead of having, I would say, a windsurfer, we are going to bring, I will show it to you. We are going to bring a hydro bike, which will be part of the all-inclusive package. If you see here, when I'm running my cursor, earlier what we used to give is, I would say, a windsurf, right? Kayak, windsurf. Windsurf has become very common in Maldives. So we wanted to give something different. So you will have a hydro bike as part of the inclusion for all-inclusive guests, starting from 1st of November. Okay. Good. So I think I've spoken a lot.
Yes, thank you. It was excellent. I think you've covered everything. I'm not sure that anybody wants to ask anything else. You can ask now. Otherwise, I think we'll say thank you and thank you for your time.
Pleasure. Anytime. If there's any, tell me. Sorry.
Yes, there's someone to ask.
Sorry. I had an inquiry from a client. They wanted to explore Mali main island before going to the resort, but I don't think it's possible now during these times, or the resorts won't offer an excursion as a day trip there.
The local island?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing it now because of the situation, as you rightly said. It is restricted or controlled by the government. So what is happening now is that the guests are traveling from their own country, coming to the airport, and from the airport, we are taking them straight to the resort. We are not even allowing guests coming from Mali at present.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, anybody got anything else? No, that's it. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and I'll see you again next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Yeah.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.